Borrowed money must be invested wisely. That is the view of PNC party leader and opposition's candidate for the top seat in the country, Peter O'Neill.
They've borrowed close to 9 billion kina over the last 2 years. Tell me one project that they've done that is stimulating the economy, creating jobs for our people. All they're doing is paying bills.
He says the current debt to GDP ratio of 51% revealed by Treasurer Ian Lingstaki is frightening and leaning towards a collapsed economy.
These buggers come and now lift the rate up to 51%. If it goes to 60 and beyond, we will be broke.
O'Neill said when he took over from the Somare government, he had doubled the country's revenue, and despite tough economic climates, the PNG economy flourished.
From 2011 to 2019, that economy was continuously growing for solid 18 years, under very difficult circumstances in some years. Oil prices collapsing, global economy under stress. But we were able to maintain a decent level of growth in the economy so people can have jobs, businesses can continue to prosper.
But he claims that is not the case today.
But in 2019, after the change of government, the economy started taking a nosedive.
O'Neill's view, supported by opposition leader Belden Nama, both question the Pugera deal.
The government has not provided to the nation the full cost of Prime Minister's closure of Pugera gold mine.
Now the Pugera issue will be more challenging than anything else. They have to renegotiate all the landowners, fix all the machinery that's going to do the mining, find more money. It'll cost up to about $1 billion. So where are we going to get the money to pay for our share?
Other mines in the country.
They've signed agreements with Barrick, but Barrick will not start until after 22. So, and then you look at Wafi-Golpu, the agreements are all over the place because Prime Minister and his deputy party leader one is on North Pole and the other one is in South Pole. So they can agree to the terms. Then you look at Pasca. When you have unreasonable demands, the investor says, I shut down and I go. So Twinja just announced that they're leaving. So these are investors with billions and billions of kina. And if you don't handle them properly, they are going to go. So where are you going to get the money to develop this?
COVID-19 funds and management of the pandemic.
Now, none of the government people come to the media or in publicly announcing the facts about COVID. It is spread wide now. Now you can't control it anymore. This is because of lack of management of the government that is responsible.
Our people's health is under threat. And there is a tremendous pressure on limited staff and facilities available in our hospitals. Marape cannot go on a blame game. He had huge funds under COVID funds that was given to him.
And the education sector.
They got no policy on education. Today, 2 million kids who are in schools today are suffering because this government is lost. How to manage COVID and how to manage teachers' welfare, how to manage the curriculum that we have changed. All those things are not being managed well, so our people and our kids are suffering.
Marape said, I will leave no child behind. More than 2.5 million children have been left behind because of bad policy decision by Marape government.
They say if Marape continues to lead the country this way, the country will become a failed state. Shamit Boreambeb, National MTV News.